New York, big city of dreams.
I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.
NYC.
What's going on? It's Jayless from Nick of Time Show here, give you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. And it's time to talk about this first Summer League game of the season, or this Summer League season. The Knicks, we lost to the Raptors, unfortunately. You know, it was a close game. I mean, it was an okay game, 89-78. Obi giving you 24 points, 8 rebounds. IQ was giving you 15 points, 5 for 17 though. And then we got some outings from McBride that gives you 9 points and 3 of 8. And Grimes hits you with 9 points as well, 3 of 11. And we are here to talk about it. But before we even get into the details of the game, let me introduce you to my guy from the YouTube channel across the street. It is the Raw Hebrew Remnant, or the Raw Metaphor, as I like to call him. What's going on, Raw?
That's right. What's up, Jay Ellis? My man Ryan G's in the building.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly. My man Ryan G is also in the building. My man with the stats and the facts. But let's get into this game, man. First quarter starts. The defense for me was on point. It looked like we were well coached as advertised. I felt like we was on the string defensively for most of the game, but it all fell apart. So I guess go ahead, Raw. Tell me what you saw from the first quarter, or on just your assessment of the game in general.
Well, overall, you got to understand too that the most ugliest game of the year is always the first game of Summer League. Yeah. So in the first half of the first game was even the ugliest part of that. So
yeah,
you got to kind of expect that. And, so I wasn't really in the Summer League. I don't really care about whether they win or lose. We're looking at, the players' development. So everybody was a little sloppy on both sides. In every game, on every team, you're going to see that. It's very sloppy to start off the game. And the Knicks was no different. And a lot of these guys, got to remember, just came together like 5 days ago. So, it's a sloppy start, and it's an overall, but we saw a lot of things. But overall, that's what I got from it. I'm not taking it too seriously, but it's going to start off sloppy. They'll get better as the week goes on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I got a little excited. I saw Grimes hit this first 3 out the gate. I was like, oh, that's the guy we wanted. And then he kind of faded into the darkness a little bit. And I saw IQ try to do some things that didn't quite work out, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But it was all around sloppy, like you said. Ryan, any kind of things you want to acknowledge that you kind of observed from this game?
Well, I think defensively, they play pretty well. The only thing is that the Raptors were hitting their shots. Some of the threes the Raptors hit, it was just like, a lot of, Raptors got a lot of long wings. So it's like, thought they were just able to shoot over the Knicks defenders and get the shot off and make them. So I'm not really going to really get on the Knicks too much for that. The Knicks Summer League team too much for that. I thought defensively they played pretty well. Offensively, it was a bit shaky. They couldn't really shake the Raptors 2-3 zone. The Raptors zone was really giving them fits. And but like Ross said, Summer League is more about player development and how, especially the second year players. Like I was really focusing on Quickley and Obi for the most part. And I know we're gonna get into it a bit later, but early assessment, like I really like what I saw from Obi today. Yeah. And Quickley, he showed me a few things from the point guard role. I mean, shot selection was still but I do see a few positive things with Quickley as well from the point guard.
Yeah, first things first, we know that Quickley, I've been talking about this all season. Some people have kind of written Quickley off as a guy who is not a quintessential point guard because he's mostly a scoring type of guard. And today, I think the difference between this win and loss is really the point guard play. It was the IQ versus Malachi Quinn matchup. Malachi Quinn got that matchup won. I know me and Raw, we were big on Malachi last year.
For real. I really wanted I was just him and Desmond Bane. I wanted the Knicks to get one of those two guys, man.
Exactly. Yeah, same. I was on Desmond Bane I kind of got hip to later, but I was definitely on the Malachi train. But we're talking about Quickley right now. Quickley, he had problems picking his spots. There was times where it felt like he got a little bit shot happy, but it's Quickley. You kind of have to take the good with the bad quickly because he can get hot and then turn the game around for you. So you got to live with that. But I think he had trouble reading the game sometimes and not playing the assist game as much. But then you look at his shot chart, he has 8 assists on the night. So like the lob city was working, but it just seems like he had to pick his spots more and maybe go to the pass a little bit more. What did you see from Quickley?
Well, I mean, listening to what you and Ryan just said, right? Like you said, okay, he was taking some bad shot selection a little bit. He gets hot at times and he was off at times. What you're describing is a shooting guard.
Yeah.
Okay. So my thing is that I'm looking for Quickley to show more playmaking chops in this. I'm looking for him to use the summer league to develop playmaking, not to shoot. I mean, to me,
right.
If he's going to go with the natural bent of shooting, he's already telling us now he's not a point guard. He's going to be a shooting guard. And so he may even be an off the bench shooting guard for his career if he's going to keep doing that. To me in the summer league, if you're Quickley or you're Obi, you've already played a year in the league, you're going to hone the skills that you need to build up. And so to me, I was looking for him to be. I noticed that he missed Obi Toppin and he missed Jericho Sims. I know he got 8 assists, but he missed a lot of. Yeah. He missed a lot of them going back door, and it could have been a lot more than what he could have got like 4 more assists, I think. And it wasn't. It was easy. He could have easily got it, but he was looking for a shot instead of keeping his head up. So I'm looking at him now, and I'm thinking, okay, he's going to prove to us what he is. Is he going to be a point guard or is he going to be a shooting guard? He's going to prove that to us by how he plays, and I'm seeing a shooting guard.
Yeah, I'm right now, but I'll just continue to say this is the first game of summer league. This is the thing about summer league. Usually, Ryan, because we've done these summer league shows for like a few years right now. Usually, for years, we've won that first summer league game, and then we'll get on the show and we'll like joke about winning a championship. That's been like our thing every show. But as we exaggerate, then you also follow up with things with things like you can't get too high, you can't get too low. So this is the first game that Quickley has played point guard for the entire game.
Yeah.
And of course, like you said, he missed some spots, he missed some passes. I'm not writing him off as a shooting guard off of a summer league game yet.
Yeah.
But you are right. I feel like he did miss like a couple of nice lobs. But the lobs that he did have,
no, they were nasty.
Woo.
They were. I mean, but I'm saying is I'm not writing him off.
Right.
What I'm saying is I'm believing he's going to show us what he's going to become.
Gotcha.
I mean, he's going to let us know by what he does. So I don't know. I'm keeping it open. I still think he has the skill set to become a point guard, but I just want to see some more focus on. We know if he gets high, he can hit from 3. We know he can. Mm-hmm. We're not trying to see that. I want to see him develop his floor game. I want to see him set people up. I want to just use the summer league to do that. We know he could shoot. He's gonna get his shots, but let's see him use the game to set up. Let's do this. Let's see the hockey assist. I want to see a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you. Like I agree with you I agree with you 80%. I agree with you 80% because I definitely want to see him set people up and show more of his point guard skills, but I also feel like what makes him valuable is he can hit those deep threes.
Yeah.
To spread the floor, to open things up for people, especially when he starts getting hot. So I want him to keep that part of his game. I just want him to be a little bit more judicious on when he's using that part of his game.
No, we're saying the same thing. That's exactly what I'm talking. That's exactly.
Okay, well, we're saying the same thing. You want to say something, Ryan?
Yeah, I was just gonna add something right quick too. I agree with both of you where he did leave some assists on the table, but at least I saw that, if he's called upon, he can at least make some plays at the point guard position, because he did make a few passes, to the corner because, Thibs loves his corner threes. And he did make some plays where he drove into the lane and kicked it out to the corner. Yeah. And like you said, off the pick and roll, he was able to, hit the lob pass and things of that nature. But I think what's telling is that I agree with Raw too, he's not going to dethrone Rose or Kemba Walker at the point guard position. I don't think he's going to play much point guard for the Knicks this upcoming season.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's telling because during the game, for example, when the game started, Quickley was the point guard. But then, say, for example, when the Knicks put in McBride or they had Selden in there, they became the point guard and Quickley became the off guard.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, Quickly. It's clear, Quickly might play maybe a few point guard minutes. To say, for example, if Kemba or Rose, goes down with an injury. But if you're expecting Quickly to be like, this like major point guard for the Knicks, I don't think so. Like, I think he's gonna be off guard. But it's positive to see that he can make some plays from the point guard position if called upon.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, this is more of an experiment just because we have so many point guards. But also, there's gonna be a time when injuries happen. Derrick Rose gets injured. Kemba Walker gets injured. There's gonna be a time when injuries happen, and the Knicks are gonna have to figure out who's gonna be playing that backup role. Will it be McBride? Will it be IQ? And I think that's a lot of the reasons why they want to see more reps of him as a point guard. And also, like you said, just the shooting next to Randall, we saw what that did for us last season. So as many reps as he can get at point guard, I want to see it. I want to see him keep going. And
yeah, this is just the first game of summer league. So I mean, we got at least 3 more games.
Yeah.
So he's got we can get some reps in there. But really, what Ryan alluded to is like when McBride, especially when McBride came in the game, it was just like a natural thing. He became the point guard.
Yeah.
And it's like that's what he does. So you could see like the difference between a guy that's a natural point guard and a guy that could possibly play some point. So McBride is a point guard. He came in and he just became the point guard. He didn't even have to try to do it. It just
was like there was
like a fish to water, man. That's what he did. So
was it like
I see that already.
Was it like the third, fourth quarter where McBride took over and it seemed like everything started to move a little bit smoother when McBride was
a little bit in the second quarter too. What I noticed though, see, the best player on the floor today was Malachi Flynn, and McBride was always guarding him, and it was a tough cover. I mean, that's a tough cover. And so I think McBride was using a lot of energy because I could see, especially from Grimes. We'll talk about him in a second, but I noticed that as the game went on, this is NBA competition. They started feeling a little bit more tired, and you could see, especially in Grimes, where he's shooting, it wasn't in his legs.
Right.
But with McBride, he had to spend a lot of time guarding Malachi Flynn, who's a real NBA player. So it was a good day for him to have that experience. And I think on the offensive end, he was a little less aggressive because of it.
Yeah, I think so. And the pace of the game got a little bit crazy too. I feel like defensively, I think it really showed in the fourth quarter. Because defensively, I feel like he kind of ran out of gas, and then the Raptors started to push the ball more.
Yeah.
And I think the fourth quarter, I think they scored. How much did they score in the fourth quarter? I can check right now. I think they scored like 29 points
in the fourth quarter.
29 points in the fourth quarter alone. And I think largely it was just like you said, they just
they scored 26 in the fourth.
Yeah,
Toronto scored 29. Yeah,
there we go. 26-29. I think we ran out of gas. The transition started to get to us, and we got a little bit desperate trying to get the desperation threes going.
Yeah.
But we'll stick on McBride because McBride is somebody I was definitely excited to see. Raw hyped him up. I got hyped looking at McBride and figured out, okay, what did you like about McBride? I mean, to me, it just seemed like as advertised. The offense wasn't super clicking, but you still saw some things there that were pretty nice in general.
No, I'm very excited about Deuce, man. I liked what I saw from him. The defense, he came on the court with the toughness and defense right off the bat, and you could see that on a couple of the 3-point plays he had. He just went right through the contact. No, the guy tried to wrap him up, and he just blew right through that wrap up and scored, man. I like him. I took into account that this is the first game of the summer league, but give this kid some reps. He's our future point guard. I really believe that. He really, to me, the defensive chops and just the overall feel for the game. I liked McBride a lot. I was very pleased with what I saw, and I'm thinking I know Thibodeau was pleased more importantly with what he saw.
Absolutely. And Tricky, I know you trying to get into the Discord chat to talk to us, Tricky. But you didn't. I don't know if you answered Fritz when he asked if your mic was okay to test your mic on the back end. So get back and talk to Fritz and see if you get that mic situation handled. All right. Yo, McBride defensively, like the first couple of minutes when McBride came in I was just like, oh, okay, I see. Like I think he rotated and blocked. I think he either blocked the shot at the rim or bothered the shot at the rim. And then you kind of forget that he's 6'2" when he's able to bother a shot at the rim like that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's got this 6'9" wingspan, man.
Yeah, that 6'9" wingspan came in handy. Did you still want to say something, Ryan?
No, I mean, pretty much you and Ross said most of it. Like, you know, I do like the fact that McBride, like, as soon as he came to the game, the dude was pressing full court. So I was like, you know, you definitely saw the defensive presence that he provides. And, you know, I also like the fact that he has a mid-range jumper as well. You know, he's able to pull up, hit that mid-range, which I think is important in the NBA game. Not enough players have that in the arsenal, and he has it.
Right.
And also, you know, he's like your prototypical point guard pretty much, you know. So, I mean, you know, I liked what McBride, you know, brought in. You know, I'll be excited to see what he brings, you know, later on, you know, and as he gets more comfortable with, you know, with the summer league games and things of that nature. But so far, I like what I see from him.
Right, and you know what I'm excited about? I'm telling you, that jumper off the dribble from 3 is going to start splashing. Like, you know, by the time you get to the season, he's going to start hitting that jumper off the dribble from 3, and that's going to make his game a whole new level.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this, even like in the beginning, especially like he comes in the game, we were struggling scoring, and when he comes in, I'm like, all right, cool, this is guy supposed to be a shot creator. He comes in, boom, hits the shot off the dribble. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Second shot, I feel like the next 3 shots or so, they all were in and out. You know?
They were.
Yeah.
They were, and I'm like, this is the first game, so I'm expecting ugliness here, but I'm just seeing the future with him, and I'm like, okay, that's the shot that's going to fall with consistently later on. To me, in a way, I'm looking him at Flynn, and I'm seeing almost a mirror image because I'm seeing him become what Flynn showed today.
I think that's a good comparison. Actually.
Yeah, I can see that coming. So, except I think McBride's he got that football toughness about him, man. That smart toughness, you know.
He played football, so it's in him.
Nah, it's definitely in it. Also, what I really liked about him too is that the defense, like our whole team defense was good in general, but he stuck out to me defensively more than anybody.
Yes,
because it just seemed like he was just all over the place. He was holding down his man. The shots that Malachi hit over him were tough shots. He was rotating, steals. He was all over the place, man. And I'm just like, man, Tibbs is gonna love this kid. I mean, I know he vouched for this kid and got him on here, and that's a big reason why. But yeah, he's a New York guy, like New York Knicks fans.
They're gonna love
him, man.
You know, it's funny when I first saw the tapes of him. When I did the video of him, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. And I put on the caption, a Tibbs guy, if there ever was one, because I could almost feel Tibbs smiling watching him, because I was like, he's gonna love this kid, man. And Tibbs was in the crowd today, and I'm like, he's loving this kid. I already know he's gonna like this kid. He liked Quickley last year. He's gonna like McBride.
Oh, he's definitely gonna like McBride. Yeah. I'm excited. And like it's been man. I really want to see how he runs. Like, I definitely want to develop Quickley as a point guard to see where that goes. But I really want to see how he plays as a point guard as well, just because he just seems like, I don't know, he had that two-way player mentality times 30.
Yep.
So they're both exciting. It's gonna be crazy trying to
I'm really
get minutes for everybody, man. Because I know he's not gonna get minutes. Minutes are gonna be rough to come by this season, man. Like the guys I really want to see play.
I think he's going to get more than we think. And the reason I say that is because, remember, last season was 72 games. This season is 82 games.
Yeah.
And so you kind of know that I'm thinking, really, you're probably going to get 60 to 65 games out of Kemba. And then you're probably going to get 60 to 65 games out of D Rose. So they're going to have like 17 games where this kid's going to get a lot more minutes, not including during the course of games you're going to see him. I think he's going to get the Quickley minutes, I think, from last year. I can see him doing that. And Quickley's going to get more two-guard minutes this year.
I will see. I feel like he'll get Quickley minutes if there's an injury. Like if there's an injury.
And I'm not saying serious injury, but I mean, I'm just talking about nicks and knacks and sprained ankles.
Right.
You're going to get stuff like that, and he's going to get minutes when that comes in. And when he does, he's going to be effective. Because like I said, you know, the way Tibbs does, what I liked about today is these guys have only been together 5 days. Just the reputation of Tom Thibodeau and their assistant coaching staff caused them to play this kind of defense. Wait till they get A whole training camp.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Oh my God, it's gonna be.
Yeah,
gonna
man.
Yeah.
You want to say something, Ryan?
No, I was just agreeing with y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm reading the comments though, and I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But it seems like there's gonna be a new hive, according to what I see in the comments.
Oh, yeah,
I see the hive, and we get into that. We get into that. Let's go.
New hive is in effect right now.
New hives in effect. We're gonna get to the hives. We're gonna get to the hives.
Okay. You can new hives in effect.
New hives.
Yeah, there's a new hive.
New hives are forming.
The bees are coming together.
The bees are coming. The bees are circling the block. All right. But let's talk about somebody. All right. Game high. Somebody showed up. Somebody did show up though. My man, the Skywalker.
Obadiah.
Topping.
Topping
Came
was
to play.
hopping. Obadiah.
Dunking. Stealing the ball. Shooting threes. Staying active.
Yep.
He was looking like he was building off of his playoff performance from the end of last season. What did you see from Obi Toppin? How'd you like his game in general? Go ahead, Ryan. Let it rock.
All right. Well, Obi is definitely the guy that impressed me the most in this game. Like it was like to me, it seems like he took a jump from last season, especially defensively. Like my man was playing passing lanes.
Yeah, the passing lanes.
Steals, finishing at the rim, but not just that though. Like he was taking guys off the dribble. Finishing at the rim, he hit a couple of threes. His 3-point shot still needs a bit of work, but he hit a couple of threes.
Right.
And he took control of the game. Like when the Knicks needed baskets, he stepped up, got them baskets to try to get them back into the game. And I just feel like Obi is learning how to be aggressive on both sides of the ball. And if that ever happens on a consistent basis, oh boy, I can see most improved player I can see most improved player from in the future if he keeps on improving, at the rate that he's going at the moment.
Yeah, that's like Ryan's little catchphrase that he don't know his catch. Oh boy, like he loves it.
Yeah.
Ryan stay with the pops. The pops. Oh boy. But yeah, you're right. Obi with 2 for 10 from the field, 20%. Overall shot 47% from the field, 10 of 21. For me, it's just movement, man. That's the thing. For me, whenever Obi gets a running start, it seems like he thinks less and reacts more, and his mind just takes over. Like when I feel like the stand still catch and shoot thing, I'm not sure if it's going to work long term. I want him to keep trying. This is what Summer League's for, is to try out things to see if it works or not. But it seemed like whenever he gets like a little bit of a running start, it just drops. Even like the 15-footer he hit on the run. There was a 3-pointer he hit at the top of the key when Quickley he broke down a D and he passed the hole behind him. Obi kind of stepped into the 3 in rhythm. Like I felt like he's just a rhythm guy in general. So we just got to keep him moving and running, and the more, I don't know, I feel like he's like a snowball rolling down the hill. Like once he starts to get momentum, he starts to just get more comfortable. So I think just minutes in general is just gonna be so important for him, and just him just being able to do things like cut to the basket to get his motor going is going to be so important for his game moving forward for me.
No, he's a guy that needs minutes because he wasn't like, he was a little out of sync to begin the game, but as he got that sweat on and as he got in the flow, like you said, the rhythm came. Yeah. And he was very, I think overall, I want to say that he is the guy that's going to benefit most from the summer league is Obi Toppin. He's going to benefit most in terms of his confidence, in terms of knowing where his shots are going to come from. He's going to benefit most from the summer league. And so we all know that he's got to get more minutes. And that's why, people kept talking about trades for Larry Marketing or signing John. I was like, you got Obi Toppin. I mean, he's going to need minutes. So he's going to need minutes. So you got to get minutes for him. Today he played almost 37 minutes. And I want to see him keep doing that during the course of the summer league. I want to keep him on a high minutes and then let him continue to get his confidence. Just the overall force and aggressiveness this is exactly what you want to see from Obi Toppin.
Exactly. And you know what too? Like he had the time to mess up, and this is the thing I was saying during the season, because he got the first few minutes, 10 minutes or so, he was not looking like that. And,
Right.
and those are the minutes you get in the NBA, and people go, "Oh, he's a bust. He can't play."
Right.
But then he got a chance to get into the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, like he starts getting going, he gets comfortable, and the shots start to fall.
Right.
It's just why it's like really hard to be hard on Obi, during the season when his shots aren't falling when he gets 10 minutes a game.
No, he needs at least 20. He needs at least 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You got to figure a way to get 20 minutes for Obi Toppin. I mean, even if you got to cut back a little bit on Randall's minutes, I don't think it's necessary to play Randall 40 minutes a game.
Me
when you got
neither.
to hit like this.
Yeah.
You could play Randall 25 minutes and play Obi 20 minutes. You could still do that. I don't see the reason why you got. It's not like you got Randall and a bunch of scrubs, so you don't got to grind him like that. So I'm hoping that they figure a way. Tom figures a way to get more minutes for Obi Toppin this year, because he's going to need that. If he can continue to have that confidence and have that type of aggression, we're going to be fine. He's going to be fine. Yeah. Because last year he was lost. He was a rookie. He's trying to learn the defense. But now you can see the confidence. He stepped on the court. He was very confident.
Yeah.
He was confident from the rip, for real. I like this version of Obi. And salute to the chat, everybody who's rocking with the KOT show. If you want to talk, get into that Discord link. The link is pinned to the top, and right now we have our guy Tricky Nicky, who's the next caller. This is the first. I think this is the first time. I think he's the first time caller.
Okay.
So it's the first time on the KOT show. Shout out to you, Tricky Nicky. You are now live on the KOT show. Hit that KOT live button 2 times, and then hit watch stream, and you should be able to hear me and the panel. All right, Tricky. Hit that KOT live button twice, and then hit the watch stream button, and you should be able to hear us. All right. Meanwhile, salute to the chat as Tricky gets ready. All right. Did you say something, Tricky? I think I heard you.
I think I got it ready now. Just wondering.
All right. Did you hit the watch stream button?
I heard him just now.
I heard him too.
Yeah.
But I'm just asking as he gets ready. And shout out to the chat. Shout out to White Falcon, Rick V, Henry. I see some new people in the chat today. Big Reaper. Shout out to OG Big Reaper, who's always calling in. Shout out to my guy Telem Alejandro. Hold up, I saw my guy earlier, Young Simba, in the chat. Shout out to Young Simba in the chat. OG as well. Shout out to you, sir. Waiting for my guy Nuggy. I ain't seen Nuggy. I saw Nuggy Fresh the other night. Just waiting for Tricky. What up? I think I might have confused Tricky. There you go.
I hit the button, but what button are you talking about?
Okay, can you hear? We can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear us? Hello? He did something. All right. Well, we're gonna wait for Tricky to get the things together.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tricky, everybody who's rocking with the KOT show. I know everybody's waiting to talk about the Hive. What's going on, Tricky? I can hear you being connected, and then you disconnected again. All right.
No, I hear you guys fine. I just don't know if you can hear me.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear them? Hello? Okay, Tricky's going in and out. Shout out to Naruto Goku, just because I'm an anime head and I like that. I like Naruto and Goku. All right. I think Tricky's mic is going in and out.
Not my mic. I think it's my keyboard, but I'm gonna try to set up
Okay.
Oh, sound like he's calling from the Far East.
Yeah, it sounds like he's. Yeah. Are you in Tokyo? Are you in Tokyo for the Olympics, Tricky?
I wish I was in Tokyo, but I'm not. No, I'm from Michigan. I'm a distance fan, but I grew up in Spain.
All right.
All right.
What's your point, Tricky? What do you got to say on the KOT show? What's your points?
Tricky Nick.
I think Tricky.
And it's about time I go buy me a keyboard. That's all I got to say. But other than that, no, you guys, your podcast and everything,
Oh man, I'm sorry, Tricky. You going in and out, Tricky. I'm sorry.
Hey,
You going in and out, Tricky. I'm sorry.
Damn, I thought he was about to big us up too.
Yeah, I heard the big up. I heard
Yeah.
the Tricky big up. But salute to you, Tricky. It sounded like you were saying you were enjoying the show, enjoying the podcast. But I'm not sure.
yeah, I kind of heard that part.
Yeah. Sorry, Tricky. We was trying. We got to keep the show moving though. We got to keep the show. But see if you can work it out with Fritz. All right. But yeah, man. Oh, let's move on to the flourishing Hive.
Okay.
All right. Because this guy, they came in, they was telling me that this guy has no offensive gain a little bit. And I saw a little bit of offense in there outside of pick and rolls. But the defense was there, the rim protection was there, he was active. I was fairly impressed, man, about I think Mark Berman, he likes to call him Mount Jericho or the land of Jericho or something. Yeah. Shout out to Mark. I like the land of Jericho. I kind of like the name. So shout out to Mark Berman. I didn't copy. That wasn't my name. I came out with a bunch of names, but I didn't
The walls of Jericho.
Yeah, the walls of Jericho.
What did you think about Jericho Sims, and are you a part of the Hive?
Oh, I'm on the Hive for Jericho Sims. This kid, man. I mean, what are you gonna say? I mean, defensively, he was a stud, and that athletic ability, that leaping ability is amazing. And he just needs some work. Like we thought, he just needs some work on his low post game, but rim running and defending. We got some.
When he kicked homie and you fell.
58. Oh my gosh.
Yes. It's crazy. I was watching this guy play. I'm like, the athletic ability, and then it's like he's good on defense. This dude's altering shots. He don't have to jump up or nothing like that. Dude just put his arms in the air and it's altering shots.
Yep.
The rim running is great. And then that baptism on that one guy when he opened him, I was like,
In the name of the Father.
He had the announcer talking about he caught a body.
Nah,
my God.
He impressed me, man. And then there was even he even had like a little bit of a post game in there in the first part. Not having an offense, like where did this come from? Maybe he was really working in the summer, I guess. But I like the kid, man, and he looks like he can move. And also, we've always been missing big men that I want to say pause before I even say this. Big men that are bigger, that can hold down heftier centers.
Yeah, you talking about the roughneck?
Yeah.
We haven't had the roughneck since we had Patrick. Yeah.
Somebody could kind of throw their weight around, or somebody throws their weight at them. We can kind of push back because we have Edge right now, who's kind of thin, and Noel. He gets overpowered, but he looks like he does push-ups. He
looks like he lifts the weight room.
And he don't skip leg day, and he can jump.
Right.
So it's like not only does it look like he can switch onto some guards, but it looks like if need be, if a big man comes and tries to post us up, like he'll be able to kind of push him back. So
he's the one guy that I think could stop a Zion Williamson dunk. He's the one guy that could get up that high. Because the explosiveness that he has, man. 7'4" wingspan. Oh my gosh.
Woo. Yeah, that 7'4" wingspan is.
He's the one guy that has a shot. If Zion went up for a dunk, he's the only guy I see that might be able to block it.
Exactly. I see the chat. Andre Drummond, where he at? What the? Knicks fans want the smoke right now. We remember what happened when Andre Drummond came over here and bullied us. Like, let's go, Drummond.
Yeah, let's get physical, baby.
Let's go. Run it back.
Right.
We running it back with the Suns with McBride, and we running it back when we face off with Andre Drummond. We're gonna put the walls of Jericho in front of you and see if you can do what you do, son.
Now what?
Yeah, I'm definitely here for it, man.
The Jericho Hive is born.
Jericho Hive is born, and also he about 12 points, 8 rebounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect. 6 of 6 from the field too. Didn't miss a shot.
Very efficient, man.
Yeah, very efficient. Perfect. 6 of 6 from the field, man. Yeah, I think we really talked about everybody we really need to talk about. Anything else you wanted to mention?
I mean, come on now. Your boy Vildoza stunk the joint up.
Yeah, he did.
Vildoza stunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not talking about a 19-year-old kid in his first taste. This guy's 26, right? So, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was saying. I was trying to calm down. I was like, "You gotta calm down. You guys act like we're gonna get Magic Johnson here." I mean, this is.
But
you
he
know.
did look like Argentinian Magic Johnson. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, come on. You know, see a little 30-second clip here and there. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy. I mean, he's all right. I'm not saying he's a scrub, but I think today this 19-year-old kid, Scotty Barnes, stripped him.
Yeah,
like
stripped him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stripped him like he owned him. Like, give me the ball, kid. Get out of the way.
yeah, that's not fair. Scotty Barnes has like a 6'12"
Yeah.
wingspan.
No,
Yeah, he do.
let me ask you. You think Scotty Barnes would do that to a guy like Malachi Flynn? No, he wouldn't do that.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Come on.
I feel
I'm
you.
just saying, you know, this guy. I mean, he's insurance policy. That's what I'm saying. He's insurance.
Yeah, I've said that on the show.
I'll say this though. If he continues to play like the way he played in the summer league game today, this dude's insurance policy is about to run out because he ain't gonna be with the team no more, man. I'm sorry.
Man.
His insurance policy about to run out.
He said the insurance policy is going to lapse.
The gunshots are out. Yeah, I have to do my man like that.
He
dog.
better show up better this guy because that insurance policy about to lapse. He about to pay his deductible.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Exactly, man.
Hold on, I'm about to shoot my man some bail. Shout out to the chat. My man Henry, he's like, man, Olympic jet lag. He was like, it's Olympic jet lag.
Olympic jet lag.
Yeah, didn't he just fly in on Saturday or something?
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, he did.
Let's give him that. Let's give him that.
I'm shooting him some bail. I'm shooting him some bail, man.
All right.
Give him that.
But to be fair,
half the insurance policy is used up. They're not the full insurance policy.
Exactly.
Just half.
Exactly. I mean, and he come out like that again Wednesday. We gotta look for that deductible, baby. Come on, man.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll say this too. I mean, he had one nice highlight: the alley oop to Obi from out of bounds.
Yeah.
For the buzzard.
I was actually Patton tapped that in.
Yeah, Patton did. Yeah.
Oh, the patent. Okay. No, then Obi wasn't that. I mean, Obi tapped
it. Looked
in?
like Obi.
Oh yeah, it looked like Obi. Yeah.
It was Patton that actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Patton had 4 points. He said, "Don't take away 2 of my points, man. 2 of my 4 points."
You know, it's funny too. Okay, and got to he knows what's up because I was reading an interview on Villardoza, and he says he feels like he didn't do well in the Olympics, and he feels like he missed shots he usually makes, and so I feel like he might have something to prove too. So I don't know if it's confidence shot from the Olympic competition, but we got a few games to get it together, son.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah, you got 3 more games.
We talking about the league, and he having trouble in summer league, and that's what I'm saying. If he was 19, I would say, oh, yeah, this guy's 26, man. I mean, it's not like he's, you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't cut him that much slack. I never did, but let's see. You know, I don't want everybody to say I'm a hater. So
you a hater? Okay, no.
Happens Wednesday.
Exactly. The Knicks have 4 summer league games.
That's right.
I'm giving him to the next one.
Yep.
If he continues to stink up the joint, put in Rokas. I'm sorry, put in Rokas. I'd rather see the other European dude. If that's
not only that, let's save that $3 million.
And you read my mind, Ryan, because the Rokas thing. I started thinking about it. I was like, I wonder if Rokas is the Villardoza insurance. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Like that thought crossed my mind this morning. Because like, you know, I was going through like Rokas film, and he's supposed to be like some pick and roll, really nice passer. It looks like he's supposed to be a guy who can finish well. He almost looks like a low key if you have a scorer. And I'm not saying he's a scorer because I don't think he gets that many minutes, but it looks like he can score on 3 levels. So we'll wait and see. But
yeah, he didn't play today.
He didn't play today because we have too many guards, man. There was times in the game we had 3 guards out there.
Yeah, it's true. It was a terrible lineup too. They had McBride with who was out there? Quickley, McBride, and there was another guard out there.
Yeah,
I think that Vildoza out there.
Yeah, I think we had Quickley, McBride, and Vildoza at the same time.
That was a terrible lineup. I was like, oh,
yeah. I was like, Coach, what are you doing? Like, it's like, get Tom out here ASAP.
Word.
Help your brother out, man.
But yeah, keep an eye on that situation. because I can see him coming in the next game or two, and then making a decision on the other two-way contract or the last roster spot based on these summer leagues, whether that's going to be Vildoza or Rokas, the man that we drafted in the draft this season. All right, all right, Tricky, get tricky. All right, Tricky, we got Tricky again.
Tricky Nick is back.
Yeah, Tricky Nicky's back. Fritz said he fixed his mic. All right, so. All right, Tricky, you are now live on the KOT show once again. Hopefully, there's no more technical difficulties. You already know what to do. Hit the KOT live button. Hit it twice. Hit the KOT live button twice. Okay? And then hit watch stream. You should see. And then you should really hear us. All right, Tricky? All right. Meanwhile, me shout out the chat. Oh, you guys want to shout out the chat while that's going on?
Shout out to the chat. White Falcon 44, picks for Timmy 2, somebody in Hebrew, Henry, Anthony Cooper, and shout out to my boy behind the glass, Fritz Alcindor.
Okay. All right.
All right, Tricky, are you in here?
Yeah, I'm here, guys. I actually got to figure it out, and I apologize.
No problem, man.
Man, it's all good.
It's all good.
He sounds like he coming from Canada. You coming from Canada?
I'm coming from Michigan, but yeah, pretty far north. But
okay.
I was a 14-year-old boy when my Knicks in 91, 92 lost to Michael.
Okay.
After they beat my Pistons.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, what are your thoughts on the game and any of your points in general, Tricky?
I think Obi played well. My only concern with him is, Tom Tibbs is going to be playing Julius 38 minutes.
Right.
He's not going to get his minutes. And Obi's going to want minutes. I mean, he didn't come from Dayton, being the man there like he was, to come to. And, I loved it in the Atlanta series. When the fans started chanting "O.B. O.B. O.B." and his mama stood up.
Sorry, crying.
I get all that, but with Toppin, thing is he ain't gonna get his time in New York, and with the guys they draft, I kind of want to relate that to Miles McBride too. I hope he gets his time behind Kemba and Rose.
Yeah. Pretty much what we kind of talked about. Yeah, you're right on point. Like, time is going to be of as these guys. I don't expect these guys to get a bunch of time. It's all going to be kind of injury related to me, really. And we know Randall doesn't get injured.
Strong guy. Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. Exactly.
But he is pretty. He's strong, man. He's pretty strong.
Yeah, not that we want him to get injured anyway.
And his game is such that he doesn't have to leave the floor that high to come down and hurt his knee, so
yeah,
he's pretty good. He's a strong guy, so I like that. But I was saying that already. I did a video on that. I'm saying that, Toppin really he may have to be going to another team because he's a starting level 4. He really is, and so it's going to be hard for him. I mean, McBride, I'm not worried about because I always thought we needed to get a guy in here for 2 seasons for McBride. So you got Kemba, you got Dirk, you give him 2 seasons. In 2 seasons, you're going to see McBride really be the deal. But so I'm not worried about his time right now. He'll get some time. But Obi, you got Randall in his prime. So and Obi's 23. He's going to be 24 next March. So I mean, he's on a 4-year rookie deal. He's going to want to maximize his playing time. So I want to see how this develops. Obi seems not to be the type of kid to whine about it. You're not going to see him do it in on a papers or anything.
Yeah,
but I would not be surprised if he through his agent decides, at some point, see if I can get me to a team where I can start.
What do you think though about I'm not only worrying about Obi Toppin's time. I'm IQ. I think Emmanuel Quickley is going to lose a lot of minutes, but the guys they got to grind. Then you got Evan Fournier coming. I mean, obviously we're not going to RJ that spot, so just Obi and
Your mic is cutting out a little bit. I'm just letting you know.
Sorry, but I see Obi and IQ, and if their minutes don't come in,
Okay.
gonna
Mhm.
have
That's why I'm saying that IQ is going to be the backup shooting guard.
Right,
I
right.
can see him doing that because that's how he's going to get his minutes.
Yeah, and thanks, Tricky. Thank you for calling. Happened a lot better. I'm glad you got it fixed, but the volume is getting really low.
Hey, thank you guys. I'm sorry, my sucks, but appreciate
Absolutely, man.
the support. Like
Good to hear from you, Tricky Nicky.
It's
Yes,
tricky.
sir.
I keep thinking about the old school. It's tricky. But yeah, he was talking about he said he's worried about IQ. I'm not as worried about IQ. Like he won't. I don't think he'll get as much point guard minutes, but I think he'll still get minutes in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
And like you said, when you talk about McBride, like there is a path for McBride to get minutes in the future,
Yes.
but because he's a second round pick, probably not gonna be as rushed.
Right.
So like I feel like once like there's gonna be like a passing of baton, hopefully eventually.
That's what I say. Yeah, exactly.
You know, when Kemba and Derrick Rose are getting up there,
Yep.
one of them might leave eventually, and then if the other guys are developed enough, they can step into that role. You know what I'm saying? That's what you really want to naturally happen, and hopefully that can happen for IQ and McBride when that time comes. You know, so
Yeah, I'm not worried about it, McBride. I could see him stepping right in 2 seasons, but I'm not worried about Quickley because, like I said, he's going to get his. That's what I'm saying. Even though we like to see him play point, he's really going to get his minutes this year, like he did last year as a backup 2 guard. He's going to be behind Evan Fournier.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Ob, yeah, like I said, I said this last year about Ob, man. Like you might have to move him eventually.
Yeah.
And it might, but I mean, it's gonna suck. But if it's for the right piece, it just makes sense. It'll just make sense for the team. It'll just make sense. In the long run.
We stack right now. I mean, we will need a 4, but if you think about that, as long as Taj Gibson is on the team, you got a backup 4. So.
Yeah.
And especially if you're planning on playing Julius Randle 40 minutes a game, so you don't have to worry about that too much. But a guy like Obi is going to need 20, 25 minutes a game to be effective, to get the best out of him. You got to give him those minutes. I mean, he was looking like he played at Dayton today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
These are the minutes I'm used to getting. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Nah, I agree with you, man. And there's an elephant in the room. I seen people talking about the man who missed the game today, and kind of feel bad for the guy, Kevin Knox.
Yeah.
What do you think about him? It just feels like it's his last days, man. It just does. Between and it's 2 reasons why. It's the Kevin Knox thing, where it just seems like he hasn't quite worked out yet. Defensively, he's gotten better, but he's not a defender. But also, there's this guy might be in his way right now, and Quentin Grimes, who's kind of pretty, 3-and-D guy. No forwards really in front of him.
Yeah.
As many forwards in front of him anyway.
Quentin Grimes is coming into the league as a better defender than Kevin Knox has been over the last 3 seasons. So that's going to be in his favor already. He's already shown the confidence and aggression, what you want to see that Kevin lacked. And he's got a motor as well. So
yeah.
This is going to be a problem for Kevin. Now, I don't want to sleep on Kevin because, he might come out of that darkness and show us some stuff, So I want to see what happens. But, I would not be surprised if they traded him, but I would not be surprised if they gave him one more season under Thibodeau and Kenny Payne to see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy decision because you got this year and then,
he's on the final year of his 4-year rookie deal right now.
Who are you playing Knox ahead of?
No, he wouldn't get any time ahead of anybody because he would be behind the small forwards, right? So you're talking about RJ, Alec Burks, and then you're talking about Grimes or Kevin at that point. So,
right, and then you got him and Fournier. You're not playing him and then Grimes plays
Fournier's
defense.
really a 2. Fournier's a 2 guard.
Fournier is a 2.
So you're talking about Fournier, then IQ, and then you're going to look at a Grimes at that spot also, because Grimes can play either way. So I think Kevin there's a path that he can get minutes, because if you look at even Burks, his whole career, he's never played 82 games either. So I think there's a path where you can get some minutes for Kevin. He's just got to be ready. He's just got to be ready.
Yeah, he's definitely
Yeah, and I just want to just add this right quick. Like with Kevin Knox, like I feel like him missing out of summer league was a huge missed opportunity for him, because during the regular season he was on the bench. He hardly got any playing time. So it's like even if you're not going to stay with the Knicks, at least showcase where at least be able to showcase what you can do during the summer league. Where if a team is willing to take a chance on you later on in the season where you're not getting much playing time with the Knicks, maybe they'll come in and swoop you up. Or if he stays with the Knicks and goes into free agency, a team will be willing to give him a contract.
Yeah.
And the thing with Kevin Knox is like, and I think this is a problem with the Knicks development system in general, because I'm pretty much talking in general right now with like Kevin Knox, Frank Ntilikina, who's gone right now, and players like that, because the Knicks, like the development staff at the Knicks, it seemed like to me they only give chances to players who show that off the bat,
Yes.
they're going to be productive.
Yeah.
And I think with players, and not exactly, and not all young players get it immediately.
Right.
Some young players, it takes some time. And I feel like with Frank and Kevin, it's like, okay, they'll get playing time for a while, and then when that first slip up happens, they're right back on the bench.
Yeah.
And you cannot expect a player to grow that way. And because of that, I feel like that's why Frank is gone right now, and then that's why Kevin is about to be gone too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in general, like with Kevin, like this was the one opportunity he had to really showcase his talent. Because if you think about it, this guy's is his fourth year in the league right now, right?
Yeah.
So you're expecting, if he's gonna play in the summer league, he's gonna be killing cats, because he should, because he's a fourth year player.
maybe.
I'm saying expectations.
It should be.
He's a fourth year player. He should be.
What I would do if I was the Knicks right now, my decision would not be to trade Kevin unless he asked to be traded. I would make sure he got plenty of G League minutes this year. He's 2 years ago. He should have got G League minutes. He should have spent his second year in the G League. He'd be a better player right now if they'd have did that. So he needs to spend time in the G League. It was Fizdale's fault that he wouldn't send him down there in the second year. He should have sent him down there after playing him 29 minutes a game in his rookie year. He sits him completely in his second year. He should have sent him to the G League. He should have spent that whole second year there. And then played, again the third year. He'd been much better. But it's not too late. The kid is 22. He's gonna be 22 next week. So I wouldn't give up on him yet. Yeah, so I would send him to the G League, and I would really, really play him the majority of this year in the G League and let him come up later. I wouldn't push him. I would try to start over. He's young enough to do that. Let's reset this thing, get him some G League minutes. That's what I would do, unless he himself said, well, I know I could go get minutes if I was on Houston or if I was in Cleveland. Send me there. Then, okay, fine. But if he's willing to stay in New York, I would put Kenny Payne on him and Johnny Bryan and all of the crew. I would send him to the G League, and I would say, we're gonna restart the clock now. You got to start your development right now. That's what I would say.
I'm 100% all in on everything you guys just said. Like 100%, yo. Y'all know that. And salute to the chat, man. We got 100 people in the chat. If you liking the content, please like and subscribe to the channel. Also, shout out to the people who send super chats, who helps pay for the writers and the upkeep of the channel as well. And shout out to people. I saw some cash apps. So shout out to people who sent a cash app.
Nice.
Yeah. So shout out to you guys, man. It's definitely helping. It's definitely helping to keep everything rolling. Ryan, you up next for your new camera? Now that Ryan, you see me in AZ. Ryan is in pixel mode.
Yeah, 2D. With my 2D camera.
Exactly.
I'm here.
Exactly. So shout out to everybody rocking the KT show. Also, if you want to chat in the Discord link, there's a link pinned at the top of the chat. You can click that link, and Fritz will direct you on how to talk to us live on the KT show. All right. So next caller up, my man Reaper. Shout out to Reaper. I gotta remember to tell people to say their name and where they're from. I gotta do that. I do a better job of that. But shout out Reaper, you're now live on the KOT show. So you already know what to do. Hit that KOT live button twice and hit the watch stream, and you are good to go. All right, Reaper. All righty then. And shout out Tricky, man. Tricky love us. Tricky was like, yo, I'm out, guys. I gotta go. And then he's right back in the chat talking. Shout out to Tricky, man. That's how you know you a Knicks fan. You can't just leave us, man.
Did we talk about Grimes already?
We did not talk about
no, we
Grimes
didn't.
yet.
Yeah, we did not. Yeah,
We talked about Grimes in passing. And I want to talk about him. I wanted to get Reaper in here because he seemed like he was waiting for a while. But I'm Reaper. I don't know what's happening usually on it. Maybe he stepped away. But we can talk about Grimes while Reaper is trying to set up.
I'm sorry about that. It was
Okay.
You okay? You guys hear me?
Yep.
yeah.
Sorry about that. It's like I'm in Vegas, and like the hotel Wi-Fi is like it's pretty crappy. It's a lot worse than I thought.
Oh.
But
well, you clear now.
Game, it was pretty exciting to see it.
Nice. So you got
Yep.
you got the up close.
So I
and
want to
personal.
watch the game today, and it was exciting to see.
Nice.
Yeah, I did. I saw most of the game. I got there a little late. I got there basically with like maybe 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and I watched the rest of the game, basically all the game from there on. So it was pretty good. I was, I was really trying to check for. I was there really. I wanted to get a look at McBride and Grimes up close, and I wasn't really too disappointed. I was a little bit disappointed with Grimes a little bit because it seems like I think he's just trying to get used to it. It's going to take him a little while to just kind of like get used to it. Get used to the physicality of the game. It seems like he kind of, struggled to get a little separation or,
right.
So the defense was really good. They were all over him. I thought he kind of struggled a little bit. Yeah. And so, but I think hopefully if he keeps working on his game, I think he's going to be fine. I think it's not even that much work. I think it's just getting used to this level of play, and I think he'll adjust to it. And the biggest thing was like the biggest reason I think we lost the game was I wasn't able to hear much of what you guys talked about earlier, but I think it was Quickley at the point. He really struggled.
Yep.
Trying to be a point guard. Yeah, and so it was, man, I wish you guys were there in the arena. People were ready to start booing, Because a couple of people were like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, they're like, because he was, you know how he was, like chucking shots, from a few feet behind. But they don't know Quickley. I don't think they watched him. And so I'm not too worried about it, but people were like, who the hell is this guy? And why is he just coming down and jacking up shots? But little did they know that's what he was doing all of last season.
Yeah.
And hitting him.
But yeah, it was really excited. And the other thing too is I got to blame coaching on this. It's like it's getting a little annoying to just constantly to see them misuse Obi Toppin. He was the best player we had on the court today.
Right.
And it's just like all the plays, it's I'm not a great coach and I'm not great with the X's and O's, but he just they always have him out in the perimeter. Yeah. Either in the corner or diagonal, and he's all the way up by the 3-point line, and he's got to dribble. Then when he gets the ball, either he needs to dribble all the way to the paint or shoot a three. I just don't understand what the hell they're doing with them. In this summer league game, they got to at least do something a little different to showcase, what he can do. They used him horrendously, and he still dropped 24 points. And so it gets a little annoying to constantly see it. That I just don't know what they're doing with Obi. They got to do better with them because I just think at this point they're being a little ridiculous. So I also put some of the issues on the coaching. But I think everybody will get used. I think McBride and Grimes, they'll get used to the NBA game, and it was pretty cool to see them up close. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Shout out to Nothing But Knicks in the chat. Shout out to you, Sam, man. Good to see you, sir. It's funny. I was conflicted. I was conflicted on the way they were using Obi today because, like I know we've been using Obi wrong all season. Like I know he's more productive as a pick and roll guy. Like he's kind of like he's like mini Amari Stoudemire, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I'm torn between using Summer League to expand his game and get that part of his game going because he's going to be on the Knicks for a few years, or like trying to maximize what he does naturally. I'm kind of torn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard. Like I said, it was a rough pick. I didn't understand the pick anyway, but because especially if you're going to keep Randall, what are you doing with Obi Toppin? So he's definitely a starter. He's got to be a starter somewhere. And that's just why I hate to watch how he's being used. The call is right. It's frustrating to watch, but we got this talent, so I'm glad we have it. You know?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. I agree with you, Raw, and also JLS. I also agree with you too, with as far as maximizing or like improving, like basically his ability to play from the wing. But the problem with either, I don't know, are they going to play? Is there going to be some huge lineup where it's going to be Randall, Obi, and then a center? I mean, if anything, I would think it'll be like maybe Obi at the center and Randall at the at the 4 spot still. So either way, they would still have to like try to learn how to get him the ball like closer in the paint.
Right.
He's got good touch in the paint, and so it's like they never run anything for him where he's like either close to the paint baseline. They don't run anything for him close to the basket. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. And so,
Want to say something, Ryan?
No, I just want to throw in something right quick. Like, I do understand that Obi is used wrong, but if you think of how the Knicks lineup is, like if Obi's gonna get playing time, that's probably the best way he's gonna get playing time to play as a stretch 4 because the Knicks have Mitch, they have Noel, so those are 2 big men right there that play close to the paint. You can't have Obi playing close to the paint if you already have Mitch or Noel playing close to the paint as well. You're gonna need some type of spacing. So it's like, if Obi wants playing time, especially on this Knicks team, he has to learn how to be a stretch 4, or at least some type of stretch 4 if he wants playing time.
Yeah, he's kind of like forced to do it.
Yeah,
kind of forced.
But really, if you want to maximize him, I mean, it would never happen. But you play him and surround him with shooters, and and attack guys that can attack, and then you see something really with Obi at that point.
Yeah. So it was, but either way, it was really cool to see. It was really hot out there today. It's beautiful out here in Vegas. It's like you forget that this place is surrounded by mountains, but it's really hot, and I can't believe people live in the middle of the desert.
Me neither, man. I'm a city dude from ear to ear. I'm never moving to no desert. I'm sorry. It's just not me.
JL is your native New York.
Listen, man, every ex I've ever had tried to move me into some country somewhere. I'm just like, no. Nope. City boy.
You sound like my aunt, man. She used to think Bedford Stuyvesant. Back in the day, she would think, she said, this is the deal. She said, I'm not moving. Yeah. We was on Long Island. She said, you guys are limited.
Exactly. You know how it is. I need fire hydrants and sirens and gunshots to feel comfortable. That's what I need. All right. Yo, great call as always, Reefer, man. Salute to you. Thanks for giving us the inside info straight from
Vegas, man. On the sideline reporting with the Reaper, man.
Exactly, man.
That was really cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Talk to you later.
All right, man. Salute
to you.
All right,
man.
And you know what? I want to talk about Grimes too a little bit too before we close it out, because he started to touch on something that I noticed about Grimes, and it's kind of been on his scouting report too, so it's not a surprise. Like, everybody knows that Grimes is a shooter, and I think once he hit that first shot, people started to crowd him, and like he said, kind of be physical with him, and he didn't really know how to react once that started. Mm-hmm. And I think that was probably the problem why he couldn't get on track offensively. So he has to know, like, people are scouting him already. Like, there's gonna be times where he's gonna help us, and he's gonna hit those threes consistently. I expect that shot to fall. I expect him to have some big nights. But I think tonight, the Raptors, they're a well-coached defensive team, and they scouted that man. And once he hit that first three, it was like the next few threes were kind of hard to come by. Man. But even he had a couple of open threes too that he missed as well.
Yeah. I think it was just It was just the first game jitters, man. I
Yeah.
think he's gonna be fine. He's really gonna be fine. The shot is there. That shot's gonna be there. It's just right now. It's the first game of the summer league. He played more than 34 minutes today. He was the one I saw with the legs a little weak in the third and fourth quarter. So he just needs to get used to the NBA game. The speed of the game is like a normal rookie, but he's going to be. I like the future with Grimes. He's going to be good, man.
Nah, I agree with you, man. I like the future of Grimes. He's gonna be fine. And he talked. It's funny because I was watching some video. I was watching the combine tape, and he was talking about how crazy his coach is, and how good his conditioning is, and that's why he kind of put up 27 in the combine game. So I expect, it's funny that I don't expect Grimes to get that much time, but that I also can see a scenario where he gets time because of the way our lineups are set up, where we don't really have a defensive guard in the starting lineup, and
I see him getting a lot of minutes. You know why?
Sibbs is used to that,
No, because Evan Fournier is going to also need time off. These guys don't play 82 games, none of them.
Yeah.
So when Fournier is out because he's got a sprained ankle or whatever, he's missing 3 games, you're going to see Alec Burke in the starting lineup, and then you're going to see Grimes get a lot of minutes off the bench.
Yeah, and I agree with that too. But I'm also saying is just based on Tibbs' reputation, I can see an instance based on scenario, right? Like, if Fournier is getting cooked, because Fournier, he cooks, but he also has propensity to be barbecue chicken as well. And if that happens, it might be Grime time a few times. If it gets too out of hand, it might be Grime time.
Yeah, but listen, man. Tibbs played Alfred Payton through thick and thin, regardless. Even if Fournier's stinking up the joint, you're going to see him get minutes because he's a veteran and Tibbs loves his vets. So he's going to let Fournier play.
Yeah, I'm not saying Fournier's not going to play. I'm just saying if he's getting cooked.
If he's getting cooked, I'm telling you, you're going to still see him play.
All right.
I'm saying the only time you're going to see him sit is if he's hurt. If he pulls a muscle, he got a strain, or there's a back-to-back or something. But I'm saying this is a long season. It's going to be a next man up situation. So I can see Grimes and McBride getting minutes. They're not going to get 30 minutes a game.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah, but they're going to get. I can see them definitely getting 8 to 15 minutes at certain times certain times during the season.
Like, did you see when James Harden was cooking Fournier? Like,
yeah,
but then
I know James Harden cooks everybody. He cooks everybody.
James Harden,
It looks, everything looks worse when they put it on clips back to back to back. Everything looks worse.
You put Frank Nitty on James Harden, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? But
but if Frank got cooked by Trey, never mind. All right.
All right, let's see the Frank guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, bad. Roll might kick me off my own show if I talk bad about.
But I do want to throw one thing about Grimes, though.
All right, what's up?
He did kind of surprise me in one aspect of his game, which I didn't really know if he had or not. He does have a little bit of playmaking ability in him.
Yes, he does.
It's in him because he made a few plays. Like I remember one play where they crowded him on the 3-point line and they gave him the baseline and he drove baseline and passed it out to the open shooter at the corner. Okay. So I'm like Grimes he does have a little bit of playmaking in him, but like you said, he has to get used to the pressure, when he's when he's being double teamed and things like that, like how to operate in situations like that. But I was actually pretty surprised. I was like, okay, he got a little bit of playmaking in him. I see him.
He does. Yes, he does. Brian, exactly right. He does. He's got playmaking, defense. I like this kid, man. He's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right.
He's gonna be all right. I saw somebody compare him to Klay Thompson.
Yeah, I heard that too. I was like, come on, man.
he ain't that shooter yet. Not
that's what I'm saying. Klay Thompson scored 35 and a quarter, didn't he?
Yeah. High hopes for the kid. Well, if he ends up being Klay Thompson, sign me up. But
hey, listen, I'd love him to be Klay Thompson, but I don't want to put that kind of expectation.
Yeah,
I agree with you there, man. But salute to the chat, man. Salute to everybody rocking with the KOT shows. 137 watching right now. So
I see 151.
Yeah,
okay,
me too,
well,
151.
Well, shoot, maybe my count is behind.
No, I'm sorry, 154.
Okay,
just rose.
Okay, well, 154 in the chat. All y'all 154 in the chat. Please like, subscribe, share to the channel. Listen, we got I wonder if you'd be available for this tomorrow. Jake coming through tomorrow.
Jake coming through tomorrow?
Yeah, Jake in the paint. That's my guy. That's my draft guy. I was trying to get Jake earlier, but Jake got famous.
Oh, you know what happens when you go on with Jay Ellis, man? All of a sudden you blow up.
Word.
Listen, man. I'm not gonna take credit because he's a talented kid. He's talented all by himself.
But that's all you have on your channel.
Yeah, he's talented all by himself. But man, I think once he got on, everybody was trying to pull him after that. I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna lie. But
Okay.
salute to him. He got big time, and he wasn't able to actually come on the show because he had contractual obligations.
Ooh, my
Oh,
God.
Exactly. He had contractual obligations.
Contractual obligations.
But he is now
Say
free.
word.
He is now free, and he said, "Yo, Jay Ellis, I'm gonna come on the show tomorrow, which is Monday, and we're gonna actually have a proper draft review when he breaks down the players." All right. So shout out to be here tomorrow as our draft guy, along with our guys. We'll be talking about the draft prospects. All right.
Sounds
Or
good.
the guys on the team. Yeah, so it should be fun. It should be good. He's a really pretty detailed guy. Like Roy is. Everybody else is rocking the kid.
Nah, this dude sounds like he major league, man.
Nah,
Word.
Jake. And the thing is, he's a young kid too. That's what makes it cool. He's like a kid. He's like
He brings in
18.
his youth. He's a young genius.
Yeah, he's a young G. He's like,
Yeah.
I gotta go to college, Jay Ellis, and and then I'm come do your show. All right, cool. All right, Jake. All right, Jake. But yeah, come through tomorrow, and it's gonna be a good show. I promise you. When you see this kid break down the players, you'll be like, oh, okay,
Nice.
I see why you got him on the show. All right, so.
Hey, does he have a channel?
No, he's not on YouTube, but he writes and he has blogs and he was on a podcast last year. He ran his own podcast last year.
Okay.
But yeah, he'll plug all that stuff when he's whatever he's doing. He'll plug all that stuff tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, so salute to the chat. If you're loving the show, please like, subscribe to the channel, and we will be doing another live show tomorrow. Also, when is next summer league game? Next summer league game is Wednesday.
Tuesday?
Wednesday at
Okay.
10.
Wednesday at 10.
Yes, late.
Ooh, that's late. All right. So how do you want to do? Do y'all want to do a Thursday show?
Thursday be better for me.
All right. Can you do it Thursday? How you feeling, Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh, Thursday, I might not be available Thursday. Might not.
All right. Okay. So might be me and Raw Thursday. Oh, maybe I can get maybe I could holler at. You know what? I might get somebody else for Ryan spot for Thursday. But we'll be here Thursday to talk about the summer league game, and then Friday night is a summer league game. Friday night. I'll definitely be on Friday night. And I know Raw can't do Fridays.
Yeah, Friday now. But yeah.
Maybe Ryan might be able to do Friday.
Yeah, I'll be able to do Friday. Yeah.
And then there's another game Saturday. I know both of y'all usually in here Saturday, but I might try to get somebody else here for Saturday. So it's gonna be marathon. It's gonna be Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're going to be over here at KT show. We're gonna be live streaming. All right. Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Stay tuned to the KOT show. All right. Raw, something happened to Raw's connection, but it's cool because the show's over.
Raw went for that early exit.
Yeah, Raw went that early exit. So shout out to Raw. Thanks for coming, OG. That is our show. So yeah, what I would like y'all guys to do is, get that merch, man. Go to the nickoftimeshow.com. You can go hit catalog there, or you can just type in catalog and you can get some merch. Get the KLT snapbacks. You got the blue and orange and the black and white as well, and there's also tees there as well. I gotta refresh the tees. I need to get some new tees in here, but the snapbacks are definitely available. And yeah, also you need to visit us at our different locations. All right. Ryan, you know what? Ryan, tell them where they can find you, man.
You'll find me on Instagram at Sir G is Chillin'.
Sir G is chillin'.
That's SIRG is CHILLIN. You can find me on Instagram at RyanGKOT.
All right. Welcome back, Raw from the Matrix.
Took the wrong pill, man.
Yeah, man. What did you see? What did you see in the Matrix?
I can't reveal it.
Oh, you can't reveal. Did the Knicks win 50 games?
I can't reveal.
Ah,
man.
I got this in right too.
Oh man, let them know where they find you, Raw.
Raw Hebrew Remnant on YouTube, Raw Hebrew Remnant, repping Knicks Nation on Patreon, and then Raw Hebrew Remnant on Twitter.
All right. And you can find us at the KOT Show on Twitter, the Nick and Time Show on Instagram, and also I already told you about the blog at the nickandtimeshow.com. You can find latest blogs by Ken. Ken wrote some nice articles back to back, one on the free agency and another one on the draft that people are really excited about and sharing. So definitely go to nickandtimeshow.com and read that. Also, I see Mikey got something in the pipeline, so stay tuned for Mikey's articles. It should be dropping soon on the nickandtimeshow.com. And also, listen, man, I'm working hard to get something ready for the off season. Some new content for you guys to watch out for. So stay tuned for that in August, September, when it's dead time. The KOT should be launching something new, and hopefully it'll be done by then. So stay tuned for that. All right, that is our show. We out of here.
Peace.